Chris Brown reportedly has one word for Rihanna. Or one acronym, to be exact. And it's this, SMH. Over the past several days, talk of a Rihanna-Chris Brown reconciliation has made its way around the internet, much to the stomach-turning chagrin of all who wish the former would cease all contact with the latter. Due to that whole 2009 beating thing. It all started when Brown screened his new documentary, Chris Brown, Welcome to My Life, for audiences last week. And details about how a large chunk of the movie is dedicated to Rihanna started to spill out. At various times in the film, Brown chronicles the ups and downs of his romance with the artist, including the night 7 years ago when he punched her repeatedly in the face. Brown also mentions in the documentary how he had contemplated a marriage proposal prior to their relationship falling apart. Why has he drudged up the past in such a manner? Because he still has visions of himself ending up with Rihanna in the future, that's why. Chris wanted to get a reaction from Rihanna. That was the whole point of telling the world that he was planning to propose to her, an anonymous insider tells Hollywood Life. Adds the source. He's been trying to get her attention and it hasn't really been working, so he upped his game. And that still didn't work. Rihanna hasn't called, texted, nothing. He's disappointed. He was expecting something more to come out of it. Gee, we're so very sorry, Chris. Tough break there, buddy. According to previous reports on this subject, Rihanna has actually responded to Brown. But not in a positive manner. Rihanna is pretty pissed Chris is bringing up their old drama again, a different anonymous source said this week, adding, she never wants to be put in that position again, and she still carries pretty deep scars, as much as she tries to act otherwise. The experience itself was hugely traumatic, but the way it played out so publicly added yet further to the trauma. In other words, Rihanna really wants Brown to STFU about their past. And she doesn't seem to have an interest in getting back together, thankfully, although she can't bring herself to close the door entirely on her violent ex. She's keeping him at arm's length, Hollywood Life wrote a couple days ago of Rihanna and Brown. She still speaks to Chris, but not as often now as she did. She's trying to wean herself off of him, because she knows it will be difficult to fall in love with someone else if her head is still in his space. That's certainly a valid point. It will also end very badly if Rihanna and Brown ever were to reunite romantically. Brown is a bad person. He had a terrible temper. He's given the public no reason not to think he wouldn't hit a woman again.